Holmes had informed me that upon his arrival the previous week at Codhead Grange, he had immediately examined the body of the dog Butch and then that of the butler Grouch. Both bodies had been almost completely dried of blood, and there were small pinpricks in both the dog's and the butler's throats. It seemed obvious they had been murdered, probably with a hypodermic syringe filled with some kind of poison. During dinner, Lord Thunderbomb mentioned he thought vampires could be involved.
When you say vampires, Lord Thunderbomb, could you be a bit more specific?
Well, Mr. Holmes, it's like this. Many years ago, the town was cursed by a terrible affliction. It was the year of our Lord 1701. There came a great sickness which affected almost 1 in 4 of the people. I was told about that. Couple of barrels of rotten beer down at the Ship Inn. Some of the regulars were up all night, vomiting.
Watson, shut up. Pray continue, Lord Thunderbomb.
Well, when 5 of the people died suddenly in 1 week, there was a general panic, especially as 2 of them were found to have been drained completely of blood and had tiny pinpricks upon their throats.
Little pricks such as a vampire may leave.
Exactly, Mr. Holmes. People were terrified, and so the townspeople clubbed together and raised enough money for 2 doctors to be sent from London to examine the victims.
And what did they think of the little pricks?
I do not agree with referring to members of the medical profession like that, Holmes.
Watson, why don't you go to bed? I was referring to the tiny pricks found on the throats of the victims.
Of course, sorry, Holmes. I shouldn't have drunk so much Ovaltine last night.
Quite. Lord Thunderbomb, where were the bodies of Butch and Grouch found?
In the Blue Room, the bedroom at the very rear, closer to the Abbey even than your own and Watson's rooms.
I see. Has anything in that room been disturbed since the murders?
Oh, no, Mr. Holmes. I acted strictly in accordance with your instructions. Nobody has been in that room since these ghastly events. The bodies have only now been taken to the Co-op.
Good. Then I should like to examine the rooms minutely tomorrow, but now Watson and I need to get some sleep.
Holmes and I retired to our respective bedrooms, Holmes in great anticipation of examining the Blue Room on the morrow, and I with terrible annoyance for twice making a prat of myself at dinner. I turned down the wick of the oil lamp — they don't yet have gas in this part of Yorkshire — and climbed into bed. I was soon fast asleep. I awoke suddenly at about 33 minutes and 4.5 seconds after the hour of midnight. It was pitch dark, but in the sinister blackness I heard the harsh breath of some creature, and then...
That be you, Mr. Megatodger?
Who on earth is that?
I be Sally the Strumpet. You still owes me £5 for the other night's favours, Mr. Megatodger. And if
I am not Mr. Megatodger. I was in London yesterday, nowhere near this room or this town.
I see. I've been cheated, I have. Ah, well, do you want my favours tonight then, mister?
Begone, creature of the night.
Well, all right. But if you sees Mr. Megatodger, you tell him I wants my £5.
As the foul creature made her way cursing back to the mean streets of night-time Whitby, I drifted off to sleep.